Well, last week we welcomed Lacey and Brett from our local JDRF chapter. They emphasized the push this month to raise awareness about diabetes. We're focusing this morning on what's available to adults living with diabetes. It's inhaled insulin. Elisa Violino is a registered dietitian and certified diabetes educator, and in that role often working one-on-one with patients. Good morning, Elisa.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
It's good to see you. With diabetes, I think it's probably good to get a foundational question in here, and that's about the role of insulin. What is it?
It's very important to know about insulin and other options and treatment options, and that's what I'd like to share with you all today is the only inhaled insulin called a frezza. It's a rapid-acting insulin that's administered at the beginning of the meal that you breathe it in by your mouth with a specially designed inhaler to help control those blood sugar spikes after the meal.
So how does it work compared to the traditional methods we'd think about?
It comes in insulin powder and has single dose cartridges that are in either 4 units or 8 units or 12 units that you load into the inhaler and you breathe it in at the beginning of the meal. And you would talk to your healthcare professional first to see if this is the right fit for you. And it's important for the audience to know it's not for everyone. It's not for people with chronic lung disease like asthma or COPD, or if you smoke or recently stopped smoking, or children under the age of 18.
Okay, so if you're over the age of 18, so we're talking more about adults here than maybe I don't know, Brett, the guest that I mentioned off the top of our visit, he was diagnosed with type 1 when he was 12, so he wouldn't have been eligible then, but maybe later on in life. Are there any other factors that affect whether this would be a good course? And I know that all depends on the doctor and what they believe too.
Absolutely. The first thing would be always, it's not right for everyone, so you would want to talk to your healthcare professional first. And like you said, it's for adults with type 1 and type 2 diabetes. And that's what that was what it was approved for.
I understand. What are patients saying who have, it's still relatively new, so, but I know some adults are able to use it. So what are you hearing, the feedback so far?
So I see all types of patients every day, one-on-one in groups, and they're on either a frezza or injectable insulins or on orals. And the feedback is wonderful, and I always, again, it's individualized. So what may be right fit for one person may not be for another. But what I tell everyone new to treatment or on treatments that have been on for years is to know your numbers. That's the most important thing with diabetes, and to check before a meal and an hour and a half to 2 hours after, and bring those blood sugar numbers to your healthcare professional at your appointment.
Is it smart, do you think, for patients who are going to be their own advocates, where they bring this up with their doctor, or how do they start the process of checking into this inhaled insulin?
The first thing, since it's available by prescription only, you could either check out the website, but also to talk to your healthcare professional.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
What's the website?
It's called frezzacom.
Okay, I'm going to ask you to spell it.
You can check that out when you have time.
Because we can't just go to the search engine and find things always. So would you spell it for me, since it's kind of a different word?
Absolutely. Yep, it's AFREZZA.com.
Elisa, thank you for joining us today. We appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having me. Have a wonderful day.
You too. Mike?